Now, according to some that knew the situation, said Biggie was absolutely going to leave Puff. I know for a fact because Biggie told me that. The bodyguard Gene Deal said that.
Hello, welcome. I'm Giovanni Hall Art, and today I'm going to be doing some more drawing of our favorite character from Dandadan. Yeah, so still session today, it's just drawing. Maybe listen to a podcast. Alright, let's go.
Everybody wanted to leave Puffy. Everybody always leaves Puffy. Which, side note, there is some foreshadowing because everybody does leave Diddy. It seems like he only has like 3 artists still signed under Bad Boy. 2 of them are his own sons. Even Machine Gun Kelly left him to start his own label.
Oh, so he doesn't have that many artists. I thought he has so many.
He has all the publishing rights. So he's making money off their like royalties, I guess.
Oh, you're saying they sign and then they leave.
Yeah.
Can you hear that? Oh, that wallet. It's way too big. It's going to explode. Right. And now we're going backwards. You can't. Same cash and cards. Pull tab for cards. Separate section for cash. Who is it? Oh, it's Belroy.
Oh, why aren't they texting me back? Are they mad at me? Do they not like me anymore? I'm scared to ask for reassurance and fear that I'm gonna look too needy. What? Am I scared of abandonment? Yes, I am. I haven't been able to stop replaying these breakup scenes in my head. You didn't plan your wedding a day after you met your partner? Yeah, me either. That'd be crazy. If I tell you my feelings, I need to get a response ASAP. As a matter of fact, we won't be going to bed until we figure this out. You let your partner go to a party while knowing that other girls are gonna be there? That's a setup for cheating. They just like this person's post. What does it mean? Are they interested in them? If that sounds anything like you, those are known as activating strategies which are designed to keep us safe. So how can we deal with this? Therapy, like BetterHelp, can be a great place to heal and develop a healthier attachment style. Online therapy allows you to connect with a therapist virtually from the comfort of your home. The platform is designed to help you find a therapist that can fit your needs. So if you're looking for someone who specializes in relationships, sign up for BetterHelp today.
And then he's like, oh, I'll give you your publishing rights back for those songs and stuff. Yeah. Now, Suge Knight would later state along the lines of, when Tupac died, he lost a lot, including a lot of money. Death Row Records lost a lot of money. So it seems like maybe the Tupac estate had some sort of arrangement with Death Row. Again, I don't know. Maybe they were upset with how Suge Knight handled it. I'm not sure, right? But when Biggie died, Diddy gained a lot. He gained a lot of money on top of everything. He gained sympathy. He had his new debut album. He had that tribute to Biggie. He has all of this. But to this day, Diddy has denied all conspiracies and allegations. About Tupac, Diddy says, Tupac was the biggest star hip-hop has ever seen, hands down. His charisma, his personality, his whole shit. He was loved. But when it came to a situation when you're in a war with somebody and you don't even want to fight the war, like, he was the worst. I was like, why do I have to be in a war with this motherfucker right here? This is crazy. It was unfair. Like, we ain't doing shit and we're getting accused of all this shit. We got motherfuckers making records about us, dissing us. He was later asked on The Breakfast Club, a podcast, about the situation with Tupac and how some people think he was involved. And he responds, and this whole thing is crazy. His whole demeanor changes. Throughout the interview, he's very animated with his hands, larger than life character. And then immediately when Tupac comes up, he's like a statue, like a Greek statue.
Yeah, check this out. We don't talk about things that are nonsense. We don't even entertain nonsense, my brother. So we're not even going to go there, with all due respect. But
very little movement. In fact, he takes a pen and he keeps pressing it into the side of his face. A lot of body language experts, which you guys know I'm usually not the biggest fan of, but they state that it's a way of him releasing tension. And he tells the host, look, check this out. We don't talk about things that are nonsense. We don't even entertain nonsense. So we're not even going to go there, with all due respect. I mean, I appreciate you as a journalist for asking, but it's nonsense. To which the comments read, I've only ever done 1 year of psychology classes and I can tell you something's not right. Another comment reads, his mannerisms and his refusal to answer questions about Tupac's murder clearly says he's guilty. And in that same podcast, they went on a whole rant about 50 Cent potentially being gay, which, like, don't even get me started on 50 Cent. 50 Cent will be included in the next episode. This man has hated Diddy for as long as anyone can remember. If there are no haters, 50 Cent is gone. Like 50 Cent is Diddy's #1 hater. And they spent so long talking about it. There at one point, Diddy's like, no, 50 loves me. And everyone's like, no, he doesn't. He does not love you. He doesn't like you. And he's like, oh, okay. Like they spent so long talking about all this nonsense. But then now you're saying, oh, that Tupac thing where I would, if I were innocent, I would try to claim my innocence. I suddenly don't want to talk about nonsense. I'm so serious. He also rants during his first Rolling Stone cover that he got because of the success of his tribute songs to Biggie. He says, I wanted to talk about the success that I had, the moves I made for Black culture, things like that. But this is what you want to talk about? Like Tupac and Biggie? I'm not mad at you. This is what the readers want to hear, but it's up. I've gotten my fame through tragedies. That's not pleasant for me. I'm even more popular now because of the tragedy of Biggie. Not popular in a good way. Which this seems to be a trend. About the college crush incident, he says along the lines of, it's not fair that everyone will remember me by the 9 people that died, no matter how many platinums I sold. I'll always be known for that incident.
What?
Which is crazy. But would Diddy really do all of this for fame and money? I mean, murder and conspiracy to commit murder are extreme crimes. I guess we'll only know if it's discussed in court. But one who allegedly knew Diddy says, that guy was all about himself. All he cares about is power and this odd, strange, deep desire to remain famous. He loves having his photo taken. He loves showing off his extravagant life. He wants to keep Diddy at the top. Being part of his company is like a circus and he's the ringmaster. The main reason he's such a superstar is because all he thinks about is Diddy. From the minute he wakes up until the minute he goes to bed, Diddy's hobby is Diddy. One insider source says, everyone always chalked it up to him being a creative genius when it came to his obsession with controlling things, but he just really had a thing for fame, okay? They nicknamed him at Bad Boy Records Notorious VIP because he always wanted to be treated like a VIP. Life After Death, Biggie's album, came out after Biggie passed. Diddy's debut album came out after Biggie passed. And it was this debate of who's going to be on Rolling Stone, according to the former bodyguard, Gene Deal. Everyone was saying, it's got to be Biggie. It's got to be Biggie. Like, this is his legacy. This is to remember him. And allegedly, Diddy said, no, he's dead. I need to be on the cover of Rolling Stone. The conspiracy now, this is a conspiracy. Nothing about this information is verified. It could have been made up by some guy in a bunker eating Pringles and drunk out of his mind. So please do your own research. I have no intention of convincing anyone. But the conspiracy that is widely available online is that, allegedly, Diddy put a hit out on Tupac. Once Tupac was gone, he realized that he is the prime target for revenge. People are pointing the finger at him and Biggie. So allegedly, he went and had Biggie killed because he knows this isn't gonna stop. I mean, it's only getting more and more intense. There's no end to this. A lot of people have interpreted the conspiracy theory in a few ways, that either he planned for Biggie to get killed or he knew about it and did nothing. It does help Diddy a lot. First, the East Coast versus West Coast, it ends a little bit after this. Because it's like, okay, we've lost everyone and everything. We can't do this anymore. We can't keep going eye for an eye. They took someone, we took someone, it's then the truce. 2, instead of being the guy that might have been involved with a murder, he becomes the guy that lost so much. He lost his best friend. He lost so much in this rivalry. It's alleged that Biggie wanted to leave and take his publishing rights. This way, he likely could have held on to it for much longer. And some people actually take it far past that and say they actually connect Kim Porter's death to this Biggie conspiracy. And they say after Biggie, Diddy's stardom and the trajectory of his life completely skyrocketed. Because of the tribute, all of this, people saw him in a certain light. He was very marketable. And then it seemed like his prime after Ciroc, the alcohol brand, was dying down. There were new people coming onto the scene, which, I mean, he's still a billionaire. You would think that he'd be very happy. But the conspiracy theory is he still wants that fame, like some insiders say. He loves fame. He loves being the Diddy. And so after Kim's passing, perhaps it was another way to reinvent himself. Because his next album after Kim's passing, there's a lot of tributes to Kim Porter, and he changes his name to Brother Love.
So my new name is Love, a.k.a. Brother Love.
Oh, his actual name is Brother Love?
Well, he says, call me Brother Love, but he stated that he changed his government name to Sean Love Combs, but it doesn't appear so because alleged jail records show Sean John Combs. But But people are saying perhaps he, again, a conspiracy, had something to do with Kim Porter's death because he wanted this another reinvigorated stage of his life. Because nobody was really talking about Diddy.
Yeah.
He just like existed. He's like a billionaire mogul, but no one's like, oh my gosh, new music. He is, the A-lister.
Right.
Just a conspiracy. Gene Deal alleges that he once heard Diddy say, I'm a businessman. I'm about making money, but something's got to change. I don't care if Pac got to die. I don't care if Big got to die or if Suge Knight got to go to jail. This was during the East Coast-West Coast rivalry. Another artist who knows Diddy well says, he's a bitch. Somebody had to die after Tupac died. He knew somebody was going to die. It's just the art of war. Like, they're going to take someone down.
Like, do we know who shot Biggie?
Yes, it seems to be someone that, yeah, we do, but it's like complicated. It's a whole other lore. Some people say that Suge Knight has connections to him. It's very complicated. I don't know what the investigators were doing on both these cases. It's unlikely that they were doing their jobs, but what I do know is allegedly Keefe D took a deal in 2009 in LA. Keefe D is the one that was arrested last year for Tupac's murder.
Okay.
He was arrested 2009 in Los Angeles on a massive narcotics charge, trafficking a lot of drugs. And so he more or less went into an agreement where he said that he would tell the police a lot of stuff about Diddy and the Tupac murder.
I thought the killer is it Orlando?
Yes, he's the one that pulled the trigger. Keefe D was in the car. He did not pull the trigger, but he was the one that allegedly ordered the hit because he wanted to get the $1 million. Orlando is his nephew. So it seems to be like they were all in the car. Orlando had just gotten into a fight with Tupac earlier, and they knew that Diddy had a $1 million hit out on Tupac. So it wasn't even just them. He was like telling a few different people like, hey, I'll give you $1 million if you take out Tupac. So his nephew just gets into a fight with Tupac. It seems what he's trying to describe is, okay, then let's settle it. Let's get our $1 million.
And he said that.
Basically, like he just went on. He was released from his narcotics charge. Nothing happened to Diddy. Nothing happened with the Tupac case. He went life as normal, went on to documentaries, went on to podcasts, wrote a book. We must require standardized testing for microphone purchases because he's just out here confessing to crimes. He said, we couldn't let no record
How do you take 20,000 children in the middle of New York City without anybody seeing? They are being put into buses. They are given certain clothes. Some of them were taken out in boxes. You can call them crates. You can call them caskets of dead.
company studio gangster do us like that? Had they lost their fucking rapping ass minds? Because they beat up his nephew at the casino. And he says when conversations would come up about $1 million bounty on the heads of Suge Knight and Tupac Shakur, that was business. But after Tupac, Suge, and them death row jumped on my nephew Baby Lane, aka Orlando, that shit became ominously personal. The police would state Keefe D took down Keefe D. They say he put himself squarely in the middle of the conspiracy. He had acquired the gun. He had given the gun to the nephew, the shooter, and he had been present in the vehicle when they hunted down and located both Tupac and Suge Knight. All the other direct conspirators or participants are all dead. The other people in the car, they're dead now. What? He is the last man standing among the individuals that conspired to kill Tupac. But now, the internet does not believe that to be true. They believe, no, there's another person still standing or laying down or bent over. I'm not too familiar with how people pass time in federal prison. And that person is Sean Diddy Combs.
I see. So that's why like Eminem and all of these people in the industry keep referencing to it.
Yes. And they keep saying Diddy called the hit. And it's not like these two are strangers. Diddy actually knew Keefe D since the 90s. Yeah. Allegedly, Diddy came and was like, I have a couple problems I need to be handled. Now, Keefe D, his biggest problem with all of this, though, is that he never got paid. Yeah.
He never got the $1 million?
No. There's a different guy, a middleman between Keefe D, I guess, and Diddy, and he allegedly got paid and gave nothing to Keefe D. That's what Keefe D is saying.
Are they looking for that guy or did they?
He's dead. He died in 2012. What? Yeah. I don't think that Diddy would ever go to court for Tupac's case because it's it's really Keefe D's word against Diddy's word. And if that guy is dead, I'm sure he paid him in cash likely. There's no proof, evidence of that cash. And with him being dead, who's to say? Diddy could say, I gave him that cash for watering my lawn, for supplying my baby oil. You know, it's like, who is to say? Who's to prove that it is connected with Keefe D?
Right.
Keefe D says, if he would have just given us half the money, I would have stayed strong, meaning he wouldn't have ratted Diddy out to the cops. Which, side note, Keefe D would later state that that's the only reason Diddy might get away with it, because he never got paid for it. Like, he never directly paid Keefe D. So there's no connection to Diddy and Tupac, his death. He said he even went to the Hollywood Walk of Fame ceremony when Diddy got his star. And Keefe D said he went there to get his money, but there were so many cameras, so many people, he couldn't get in contact with Diddy. Prior to his arrest, Keefe D did an interview where he expresses his annoyance with how much Diddy didn't pay him. He says, you know, Gene Deal, the former bodyguard, complaining about you. I'm complaining about you. Goddamn, homie, I was on top of the world till I met your ass. Throw a dog a bone. Standing up there talking about daddy love, some shit. Show us some love.
God damn. What the fuck? Brother Love, come show some love. Mr. Love, I'll be watching you, dude. Damn. You walk around me like I'm some shit on the grass or something. God damn, dog. Fuck. What the fuck? Throw my kids something. Throw somebody kids something. God damn. Daddy love. You ain't no love. That ain't love at all, nigga. Brother, I be seeing you doing your little pretty dance and all that, man. Show some love, homie. Come on, man. Don't be like that, brother love. You just leave bad tastes in everybody's mouth, man. Come on, homie.
And yeah, and this is like before
is
his
going on?
2023 arrest. So like, imagine just going on a podcast and being like, the person who hired me to murder someone did not pay me for the murder. Yeah, and the podcast host asked, do you feel like Diddy owes you? He says, yeah, I think you should look out. I'm still here. Still waiting, bro. Perhaps it's time for Diddy to pay. Jason, whose 20-year-old brother passed away during the celebrity basketball game, says, I believe in karma. He never really owned up to anything. He never told us he was sorry. Whatever is going on with him now in 2024, I guess it was meant to be. But me, I lost everything that day. I lost my big brother and I lost my best friend. Somebody who was present at the City College crowd crush said, I think his past deeds are coming back to him. I can't say I'm surprised.
But it took so freaking long.
Yes. 50 Cent, who we will talk about in the next part, he's a longtime hater. He responded to Keefe D implicating Diddy in Tupac's murder, tweeting, damn, so Pac got
50 Cent is an interesting person. Long time hater. Shout out to 50 Cent.
lined up by Brother Love. LOL, time to lawyer up. Shit might get sticky.
Who should get lawyer?
Diddy. This
Diddy?
is before he was arrested. As for Biggie's murder, Diddy's former bodyguard said he was there when Biggie was shot. He was in the car with Diddy. He said it was traumatizing to hold Biggie in your hands as he died, and then to tell his mother what happened. He says there needs to be some accountability. It's in his humble opinion, at least, that Diddy and Bad Boy Records should be accountable for the lack of security, because they knew what was going on at that time.
I see.
Regarding Tupac's death, one netizen writes, of course Keefe D isn't a hugely credible witness, but it seems like his story gains credibility every day. Another says he was obsessed with Pac because Pac represented everything he isn't and never could be about Diddy. Regarding Biggie's death, one netizen writes, Puffy creamed off Biggie's death. He knew what he was doing sending him to LA. He became a well-known rapper and made more money off Big after he passed. Another comment reads, and then after his death, Puffy made a shit ton of money off tribute songs for Biggie, like I'll Be Missing You, pretending to be Biggie's best friend when he was behind this murder. That's beyond evil. R.I.P. Biggie, you were too young and you deserve better. Another just comments about how much new stuff is coming out about Diddy, and they write, I wouldn't be surprised if Diddy was revealed to be the Zodiac killer at this point, the Zodiac. Others think this is actually way bigger than Diddy, that the people at the top have sent Diddy to be taken for the slaughter. They write, who did Diddy fuck with to be clapped with all of this now? Like, everyone has known this stuff for decades, but within 6 months, his life is basically over? They're saying, like, the Tupac stuff, it was not a hidden secret.
Yeah.
The comments on the song I'll Be Missing You, the tribute song to Biggie, the comments now read, every breath Diddy takes, every move Diddy makes, every single day, every time he prays, the guards will be watching you. Another reads, making a song for the guy you killed, such a spineless animal. Or it's amazing how in the span of a year, a song with beautiful lyrics that are so powerful it can shift and morph into something dark and strange in terms of meaning. There is a lot of discourse on how this is impacting Diddy's legacy because there's argument that Diddy did help make Black culture along with rap music, hip hop. He helped make it more mainstream, and indirectly, he's likely helping a lot of Black artists move forward in their careers, which is not my place to neither agree nor disagree about that discourse. Also, a lot of netizens have pointed out that a lot of his victims are Black artists. Freddie P, one of his former artists, states, so he said that he had been attacked recently because people are saying, you're trying to take a Black man down. And he's saying, how are people upset with me
Wait,
about...
what did he do?
He's been very vocal about how shady Diddy has been in the past with business.
Right.
And a lot of people have been saying, like, nothing has been proven in the court of law yet. Like, you're just trying to take down a Black man when there's probably a lot of white men involved in this, which is very true. But Freddie P says, we're just dealing with telling our story. And it sounds so harsh coming out. It sounds like we're trying to kill a legacy, but no, bro, I'm just trying to tell my story. If it sounds harsh, then you could look at Diddy how you want to. These are his actions. I'm not asking you to look at that man harsh. I'm not saying judge that man. I'm not trying to make anybody look bad. I'm just telling you my truth. Is my truth offending you? To which furthers the discourse of, then why didn't they say anything before? Which some commented, people are so tough on the internet. He's a supposed billionaire killer with connections. He threatened to blow up a dude's car and that shit happened. But sure, be tough on the internet. Cassie opened up Pandora's box and now people have the courage to come out. Others have stated that Diddy being behind bars is what encouraged a lot of people to come out. Because a lot of the lawsuits now are after he's behind bars.
Yeah.
Tupac's family have hired Alex Spiro to investigate any links between
Can we stop with the self-care weeks? Like, what if we did adult weeks instead? Think about it. Instead of laying in bed and rotting away, we literally just
Diddy and Tupac's murder. Alex Spiro is not a random lawyer. This is one of the top high-profile attorneys in Hollywood. Previously repped Megan Thee Stallion, Jay-Z, Elon Musk, Alec Baldwin recently in the Rust case. And because everything comes full circle, Alex Spiro is also repping New York City Mayor Eric Adams. Eric Adams is the one that gifted Diddy the keys to the city of New York City and then took the keys away from Diddy, and then he is now facing his own corruption and bribery charges.
Wait, when was he hired by Tupac's family?
Oh, after Keefe D came out to say Diddy hired him.
So like the last few years?
Actually, recently, in the span of a few months. So
this whole double murder from decades ago
is unraveling.
Like ongoing now.
Oh, like developing very quickly now. And Keefe D's trial is 1 month before Diddy's. Or 2 months, March.
That is crazy. Like just like you said, like everything unraveled like right now.
Yes.
Decades of crimes and
I mean, I wasn't too familiar with Diddy or any of the artists involved in this one. I think it was a little bit before my time, but I didn't even know about this college stampede, the college crush incident, which you would think that would follow someone forever because it's pretty bad. Mm-hmm. But regardless, Tupac's brother even did an interview recently where he states decades ago when his brother was killed, Diddy had called him and he says, he basically said he had nothing to do with my brother's murder. I told him the truth has still yet to come out, so we're going to see. Here we are 28 years later. It looks like there's some doubt in that statement. It does not appear that Biggie's family have hired an attorney to look into his death, but his mom did comment on the video of Diddy beating Cassie, and she says, I'm sick to my stomach. I'm praying for Cassie and I'm praying for his mother. I don't want to believe the things I've heard, but I've seen the hotel video. I pray that he apologizes to her. I hope that I can see Sean one day, and the only thing I want to do is slap the daylights out of him, and you can quote me on that. And she has stated about Diddy's relationship with her son Biggie. I believe Sean loved my son after he was dead.
You're kidding me.
Yeah.
Wow. Finally, karma is catching up to him, like decades and decades.
And like what you said, Tupac once said in an interview, I believe in karma. I believe that everything you do bad comes back to you. And maybe it's time. And that is part 3 of the Diddy case. I will see you in the last and final installment in a few days for part 4. Please be safe, and I'll see you in the next one.
That is crazy. We're gonna keep going with this drawing, but yeah, that's interesting stuff. We're gonna take a quick little break here. So stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Oh, yeah.
May you come in? Thank you. How you doing, buddy?
Good. Hey, how's it going, Gordon? Nice to meet you. We got some messages. Heidi and Mandy, we should probably go over. Just want to go have a talk about it inside your room over there. We just want to have a conversation, dude. That's all. We're not here to cause a scene or tell anybody.
Yeah, I'm not into that. I've discussed it with her and I'm just like, no. I know what's going on. I know what's going on. I'm not.
Yeah.
So I'm like, whatever's going on, I'm just saying.
Hey, we don't want everybody out here hearing your business. Do you want to go into your room?
I ain't trying to do anything.
Yeah. I mean, do you want to go to your room, like, just so no one hears your business?
I'm good.
You're good? Okay.
Yeah.
What would be the reason you think we're here right now?
I'm not gonna say yeah, you know, and I know. We're both grown.
Yeah.
We're not gonna do that.
But we're, like, speaking, like, you know.
I know. Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah, because
You're just being a little bit rude to us when
I'm sorry. I'm just.
Do you want to have a seat here?
I'm good.
Okay. There's some awareness that they were 12 and 13, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to tell her no.
What kind of happened with you sending kind of dick pics and masturbation videos their way? Like, why do you think that happened? Or what? Well, I guess what prompted you to do that?
Being dumb.
Being dumb.
So that was your penis stuff?
No, it's just not. I get that it's. I don't also consent to. If you're recording, I don't consent to that.
It's just we have a lot of people get aggressive when we just try to have a conversation. We don't get
I'm not trying to be aggressive. I'm just
No, you're not.
Or at least sit down here, just so we're not in the walkway.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, let's sit down.
But I don't consent to doing that.
It's
I
just.
get it's for interview purposes.
It's not for interview. It's
I get it's for
because you could go back and be like, hey, they threatened that they wanted money from me. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm not that kind of person.
How did this stuff even start for you? Like, forget Mandy and Heidi. How did this because it is curiosity. That's the obvious.
Curiosity killed the cat. That's all.
Well, what platform or app would you say has the most like either younger ladies or younger guys that try to talk to older people? Oh, I guess rank them from like the most severe to like
everything nowadays is severe. It's a guessing game of whether you're fucked or you are gonna get fucked.
Okay, so I guess
no offense,
that's fair.
Like that, it's just nowadays you don't even know if
so there's
they're actually putting their real age or not.
Okay, so it's common for them to kind of better help us because in the end, obviously, you don't want kids to do stupid stuff. We don't want them to do stupid stuff either. But what apps / platforms do you know of where they even talk to people? Like obviously Snapchat. Okay. What other ones? You mentioned like a lot.
It's all the popular ones that I know of, and that anyone also knows of, like TikTok, Snapchat, stuff like
Instagram.
Yeah.
What about Telegram?
I've not met any young people or close to anyone that is what consider young on Telegram. I've usually been hanging out with people that I know. I ain't about that shit.
So Telegram isn't too much underage stuff?
No, not that I know of.
Okay. How long have you had that for?
I don't know. I've had so many phone numbers. There's been so many different accounts, and a few of them had gotten hacked. So I usually delete and go on.
Usually what we see happen, people's things get
hacked.
Those apps have no type of protection at all, and then the stuff that they put on there is just it's absolutely you want to. It's
absolutely BS. There's an encryptogram or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Encrypted code is actually BS.
Mm-hmm.
It's all just ones and zeros.
Do you have like Signal or Session at all?
No, not really. I don't. I mean, they've on my phone, but I don't usually use them.
What Session too?
No, I'm saying Signal. Signal is I only use that to communicate with girl's daughter, so she can contact me if her mom happens to have service runs out or phone's off.
Yeah, because obviously we know about like Instagram, Snapchat, because we've had those for years, but Telegram's kind of new to us.
Mm-hmm.
And same with like Signal and I guess WhatsApp I've kind of known about. But would you say on those it's usually like groups or individuals or kind of both?
Kind of both.
Okay.
If you want the perfect tool to help you with your writing, Grammarly. So for those of you who don't know what Grammarly is,
Snapchat, Instagram, would you say that, these younger ladies under 18 find you, or do you think you find them, or is it kind of like a mutual thing?
They find me for out of nowhere. I don't appreciate them. I try and go with older people because then people of my, my generation or older, because I grew up around that.
So you think they try to seek out older guys on purpose?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess what's the youngest age you've seen try to reach out to you versus like the oldest in that younger age range?
What those accounts were.
12 and 13?
Yeah.
Okay. How many other accounts that have been like representing themselves as 12 or 13 have hit you up on any of these apps? Because it ain't zero, but...
I know, I'm just saying there's only, like what I say, y'all, I get it, stuff like that, I get it. So.
Right, but I'm saying like how many other ones?
I don't remember because my Snap got hacked and it was banned.
Do you think sometimes you got a little bit carried away with that stuff and just added them because maybe you're lonely or maybe just...
I am who I am, that's all I can say.
Okay. The messages were kind of graphic.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's okay. It is what it is. It's about, make sure it doesn't happen again, which I don't think it would.
It won't, and I know.
But
I'm trying to, like I said, I'm trying to get away from social media.
Right.
Because I know the damage it can do.
What we usually see is like people won't have these thoughts because, no one has these thoughts.
Yeah.
And then it's people from Telegram.
It's
WhatsApp.
the algorithm.
Exactly. And, that's what we want to have the conversation about. Yeah. Do you think the algorithm hit you on Telegram?
Basically, yeah.
Well, a huge reason we came to talk to you is because you do seem to be trying to distance yourself from that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Have you come across people like on some of these apps that just post like grotesque shit that you want no part of?
Yeah.
Okay. How did that stuff make you feel?
Disturbed, disgusted.
What about it?
Unless it's consensual, no.
Okay, so there's been some forced scenes that people have posted.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna just ask this because we didn't just come to these messages because you just woke up one day and you're like, I want to send dick pics to 12. Well, that's not who you are. There are people like that, but you're not like that.
Yeah.
When we talk about some of these non-consensual scenes that these people post, what percentage of them would you say are like over 18 versus under 18 of the stuff they post with that stuff?
It varies.
So there's some younger than 18, some over 18.
People do stuff that others wouldn't tend to.
Well, I guess maybe like the ones that made you delete Telegram and made you delete. You said you deleted WhatsApp, right?
Mm-hmm. Mainly because that got hacked. A ex that hacked my WhatsApp.
Oh, so you know who it was?
Yeah, and I've actually tried reporting her.
Was it maybe videos of people that are obviously adolescent doing, sexual things?
She corrupted everyone. And plus,
so she put videos like that on there.
Yeah.
Could you tell us, like, with those people that were obviously, adolescent, obviously minors, like, what kind of videos was she putting on there? Was it the minors?
It was mainly stuff from those what they call dark web.
It was dark web stuff.
Yeah.
So was she putting this on WhatsApp or Telegram or?
Like WhatsApp, and I haven't given her any reason to be on Telegram or anything like that.
So she was basically just sending you these videos.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And like, what was happening in the videos? That you was it the kids doing stuff to themselves, or was it people doing stuff to the kids?
I don't even recall because I don't. Like I said, I don't want to remember.
Well, no, we understand that.
But we gotta get to the root. Like,
It's
if you can remember
all above.
all of the above,
Right.
Yeah.
So were these like boys or girls she was posting, or kind of both?
All above.
Okay, so what about, were there any age limits she wouldn't touch, or was she posting all the way down to like 0 even?
Just, she's insane. That's all I can tell. She's insane. She
did she
does
send
some dirt.
Did she send things of even like babies getting molested and stuff like that?
She's stuff like from all ages, and I'm
okay.
So even infant.
Yeah.
So you're not just telling us that you're not like just trying to throw her under the bus.
I'm not trying to.
So she sent all this to you.
Yeah, and then that's what got it banned, and
that's what got your WhatsApp
and
banned?
all. Not ban. Sorry, not the WhatsApp. I'm saying the Snap.
Okay, so this one's Snap.
Yeah,
Okay.
and like I've had over 6 old Facebook accounts that have all been hacked.
Mm-hmm. How do you think it was by her?
It was by other people that I like. There are people who in the past I haven't had any relations with, and then it just automatically gets hacked.
So this is a chick you know in person, if I'm not mistaken, or
in a sense, yeah.
So how many videos was she able to get off and send you before they ended up taking the shit down?
Thousands.
Thousands?
Yeah, I've had over like 999 like just notifications.
Okay, so to get this right, this crazy wicked bitch sent you thousands of what would be videos of child.
Yeah.
Do you think since she like coordinated this attack on you, do you think it's still like on your phone even though you tried to delete it?
It's probably within the algorithm somewhere.
I mean, if she's sending thousands, there's no way she did that all in one day.
No, it was over years.
Yeah, so like when was the last like attack? Was it like a couple days ago?
2021. She didn't like it that I was working too much and I didn't have time for her.
Why do you think she sent you child?
She was just trying to attack my ego and everything.
Attack your ego?
Well, I'm saying like attack me like mentally, emotionally, shit like that, make me look bad.
So that was all on Snapchat, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What other apps have sickos and weirdos sent you child on, or try to send that to you, or
all it was just Snapchat.
Okay, because when we talk about Telegram,
so she did WhatsApp, and other people would do Snapchat.
Yeah, there's Snapchat. Yeah.
And so why'd you delete the? I guess like we're trying to figure out where each one came in from, because
I didn't want any part of it.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I deleted it.
Well, when we talk about Telegram and kind of those groups that are foreign languages, what languages have you noticed on those?
Everything but English.
So name some that you know for sure, or that you're very confident in.
Most likely anything that's Asian.
I just want to ask again. Obviously, I know. If we thought that any of those videos they posted were your stuff, it'd be a whole different ballgame, right?
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, you're just at the wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah.
It just happens a lot. I know there's times where people have tried to get you into some type of child porn stuff that has not been on Snapchat, right?
Yeah.
So, what other apps have people tried to offer you some pictures or just sent you pictures unsolicited?
I've been getting hit up by people who are trying to, like, when they were trying to basically sell themselves.
Underage?
Barely legal,
Okay, well, we're talking about the underage stuff.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, that's what it is. It's underage.
So, what apps have you seen them try to basically sell some underage content on?
I know for a fact Instagram, which I don't have it anymore.
Okay. So tell me about Telegram, because if we're talking about foreign groups, I mean, have you been added to groups on Telegram where they post that type of garbage?
Yeah, just out of nowhere, and I report it.
But like if it was an adult woman, we wouldn't report about that.
Yeah, it's nothing adult.
Okay,
so I'm saying, like, they look like they're 15 or so.
Okay,
or younger.
Yeah,
so
they look like they got baby faces.
So you're reporting child porn on there?
Yeah.
Okay. Why do you think they keep adding you to that type of stuff?
Don't know. All I think of it is the algorithm.
When's the last time you think you've reported something like that, like of child porn on Telegram?
About half a year ago.
So sometime this year.
Yeah.
What do you think the youngest age is that these bozo weirdos are showing on Telegram is?
9.
9.
I don't like that.
Right, but what are things that people have shown on Telegram that's been like
graphic?
Very graphic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not violent, but graphic.
Graphic how? Like what's going on in those?
X-rated.
Okay. Who's it between?
There's a whole group of like just creeps and weirdos I've seen. It's all like 50 plus people who are.
And they're all posting that shit?
Yeah.
Okay.
So do you think that, like...
Kind of like that Diddy shit, you know?
Okay,
Yeah.
so what are they... So are they basically posting sex scenes of children?
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
In a reasonable sense.
So you said that goes down to 9, or does it go down to even lower sometimes?
Back then it was like down to infant.
Yeah, because on Snap it was about down to infants,
Yeah.
right? So on Telegram you see 9.
Yeah, and
Okay. What's like a video of a 9-year-old? What's going on with that?
the videos, all I read is the description, and then that's when I report it because I don't want anything to do with it.
So what's the description you've seen?
It's such and such 9-year-old stuff. Like it literally says 9-year-old. I don't want it.
Hey, I listen.
Yeah, I don't want it at all.
I really,
That's what I'm saying.
I really appreciate that explanation from you because it shows that you don't like this stuff in retrospect. But we all know that sometimes we get carried away with stuff, and there ain't no description on Telegram of a 9-year-old. Okay, I'm not here for the description. You know, there's not an about section on the video on Telegram.
There's no. I'm saying people have put. Because you know how you have the ability to put in the type? It has like that type bar.
Oh, and I appreciate it. But
okay.
I appreciate it. What happened in this video of the 9-year-old that you watched? Because
I didn't watch it. I'm saying I didn't watch it. All I saw was it saying basically the viewer description. It was blacked out, had the little bar on it saying the description of like the content.
Okay. And the reason I'm asking you this is because just listen to me, okay? The reason I'm asking you this is because we've all seen the video of like 9/11 happening, right? Where the President Towers. It's not pleasant, right?
Yeah, it's not.
So don't think that I'm accusing you of
I'm not
liking this or getting off on this. But the reason why I want to know what happened in the video is because hopefully I want to try to identify who that kid is. All right, and I'm not saying that you're.
I don't know who the kid was. That's all I know.
Okay.
I don't know who it was, and I don't want to know.
Was the kid a girl or a boy?
That's the only thing that I didn't see on that description was on that little deal. The caption was It just said 9-year-old.
Well, here's the thing, dude.
I don't understand. I honestly don't understand like the aspect of what they were trying to do.
Okay.
Yeah, I know it since it had 18 plus for like the viewers, but.
Well,
and then it had
the
3-letter word and then videos.
Yeah. Well, Owen, I'm not going to be unfair to you. I wouldn't ask you a question you wouldn't know the answer to. I don't know the question.
Because I honestly, some of this stuff I honestly don't truly know, so I'm trying to because most of the stuff I try and not.
It doesn't really matter one way or the other because we already watched all that garbage of infants and all that shit on Snapchat.
Yeah.
But the reason I'm asking about Telegram is because I'd like to go after that group. Okay.
It just said
so
sex videos and that's it because there's not the person who like it was not listed as admin. It was all just members.
Well, were these okay? Well, did they post these videos just in the chat or was it like links?
It was in the chat.
What about like mega links to the videos? How often did that happen?
They've only had. Is it like the? Are you talking about the URL links with paperclip?
Yeah.
The last time I ever saw a notification like that was back in 2023.
Okay.
And it was some chick that she was from Venezuela, so. And I reported her too.
Okay, so what was on that link that made you report it?
It was child porn. It had also taboo stuff like that.
So in the group with the 9-year-old, what would you say is the youngest video the youngest age of a video they've posted where it's just been straight up like bare, no warning or nothing?
It was just an image of an 8-year-old and with a 9-year-old.
Were they doing anything in the image or what did it look like?
It just looked like they had their hands behind their back. That's all I remember. Okay. And it's just.
So could you see their private parts and all that?
That's the only thing I don't want to remember because that's the fact that it's kind of scarred.
Okay, so do you think you're suppressing a memory of seeing their private parts?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember stuff like that because it haunts.
So do you think you saw their private parts then try to forget it?
Yeah.
Okay. But Owen, we're also here because of dick pics sent to a 12 and 13-year-old. At least accounts representing themselves as that, right? So.
And I said I got carried away, and that's all it was. I got carried away. My mentality was, in my defense, I don't I honestly am, in a way, I'm retarded. I don't understand things when it happens.
Yeah, it just happens and you look
I'm not gonna lie though. This whole conversation we've been having with you, you're a very intellectual man.
I'm basically on the high.
The man you see being led into this interrogation room is 23-year-old Cordante Walker. According to witness testimony, Cordante had been arguing with his girlfriend after a long night of drinking. The argument escalated and Cordante assaulted her and then ran her over with his car. What Cordante doesn't know is that the impact killed her instantly.
Tell us what happened out there.
Listen, sir, this is the 110% truth.
Okay.
August 26th, which was yesterday, was my girlfriend's birthday, 23rd birthday.
Okay.
So I was drinking a little bit.
Where is this at? At the
This is Bellevue.
at the steakhouse?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So we had a good time. I had videos in my phone, wherever my phone is. Had a good time. You know, she dressed up, whatever. We leave. We end up, while we're about to leave, her mom calls her and she's like, you know, you guys want to come to the house, you know, it's your birthday, I want to see you.
Mm-hmm.
So they go see her at her mom's house. We go over to her mom's house, we're taking shots, everybody's having a good time, literally. It's no weird, nothing, no nothing. I leave because I had to go to my brother's house. He lives right down the street. I had to go to my brother's house to drop him off a shirt because he needed a white t-shirt. You know, this was, I got one in my trunk, so I dropped him off.
Mm-hmm.
Then I came back. And my girlfriend was like, I want to go back to my mom's house. You know, they're trying to get me a bottle for my birthday. They're trying to drink with me. It's her mom, her stepdad, her brother, her nieces, her nephews, you know? And she's like, are you sure you want to go back there? I wish I would have said no. But I was like, you know, it's your birthday, babe. What do I look like telling you can't kick it with your family?
Why'd she ask that?
Yeah, she just asked because she was like, you know, are you sure you want to go to my family's house? Are you sure that's something you want to do? You know? Because I had took her out, so I guess she was like trying to show me respect too, making sure that it was something that we would both enjoy. But I was like, no, that's fine. You know, you go to your family's house, whatever. I'm not going to ever get in the way of you spending time with your family because I'm very family oriented myself. So that happens. To be honest with you, her family is Hispanic. They drink a lot of tequila. They drink a lot. You feel me? When it's turn up time. So I'm just hanging with them. I'm feeling it because their family's liking me. They're laughing at my jokes. Blah, blah, blah. I end up getting drunk. No, I kid you not. I don't really drink. My dad's alcoholic. I'm not even trying to give you like bullshit details, but it's just details.
Right.
So we're drinking. I don't know where I passed out at. I don't know where I went to sleep at, but I know it was in that household.
In her mom's house?
So I wake up, and when I wake up, it's like everybody's arguing. I don't know how long I was asleep for. I don't know nothing, but
Cordante claims that he passed out during the party, and when he woke up, he was surrounded by people arguing with each other. His girlfriend appeared drunker and angrier than usual, so they decided to leave together.
We're driving. Mind you, her mom only lives a good 10 minutes away from our house. Me and my girlfriend's house, we live together.
Okay.
And my mom, my biological mom, she's in Vegas. She gets back tonight at 11 o'clock. We all live right there next to each other. That's why I moved to Kent. You know what I'm saying? So we're all right there. Whatever my mom needs help with, I can help her with. So I can't really tell you how the argument started, but it was like, it was like, I'm like, you know, what are you mad for? What are you beefing for, you know? And she's just like, you don't get it. Da-da-da. My brother was fighting my mom's boyfriend, and da-da-da. I'm like, okay, what's that? She gets mad off of what I said. I'm like, you know, whatever, bitch, you're tripping. I called her a bitch, you know, I'm like, whatever, bitch, you're tripping.
So she gets mad because of that? Okay.
Yeah, you know, but she was already mad, so me saying bitch just made it worse, you know? I was like, whatever, bitch, you're tripping, you know? But I didn't say, like, bitch, you're tripping, I was just like, whatever, bitch, you're tripping, you know? And from then, she pulls over, stops on the side of the road, get out, starts walking. So I'm like, bro, give me my keys. If you're gonna walk away, give me my keys. The house is right here, so I'm gonna just park and go to sleep anyway. I'm hella tired, that's what it is. So I'm like, bro, I'm yelling at her, like, not even aggressive, but I'm like yelling so she can hear me, like, where are my keys? Where are my keys? Give me my keys so I can start the car. You took my keys. She's not turning around, she's not saying shit. So I look around the car, I see that there's a key on the floor. So I'm like, okay, she left the key, that's why she wouldn't turn around. But she had like threw the key, I guess, you know? So I grab the key, start the car. I pull up next to her. I'm like, bro, what is the problem? Because it's hella late at night.
And what road were you on then?
It's the same road. It's the same road.
Oh, so you hadn't turned yet?
No, I hadn't turned. I hadn't did nothing.
Okay.
Like, sir, I promise you, I probably went like about 10 feet far with the car.
What side of the road was she walking on?
Right side.
This side? Okay.
So I pull up, I'm like, what are you beefing for? She's not saying shit. Then she just, like, out of nowhere, she just started going ham. Like, you know, she was like, fuck it, I'm about to go ham on him. He got me fucked up. I got out the car. She ends up getting in the car. I ended up getting in the car again, but I was trying to pull off this time because I'm like, okay, I'm trying to be like de-escalate the situation. I see that she just wants to argue.
Okay.
Then later I'm telling her, come back in the car. We start going back and forth. She starts making all these threats like, you know, I'm gonna do this and this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, but I'm not even really paying no attention to it.
Was this in the car then?
No, it's outside the car.
So you're still outside, so she hadn't got it. You told her to get in the car, but you guys were still outside.
Yeah, so she's making all these threats, doing all this extra shit. You know, I'm like, you know what?
Congratulations, you found Perscolas. We train.
You know, I'm not gonna sit here and argue with you. My house is right across the street. I want to go home and go to sleep. That's what I didn't say all that, but that's what you're thinking. Like, you know,
and she lives there with you.
Yeah, she lives there with me. So I get in the car, and when I get in the car,
does she get in?
I know. Okay. I'm trying to skirt the off before she gets in the car, because you know how girls are in high school around the age. They argue with you and be like, leave, and then as soon as you actually start to leave, oh, come on, don't leave me, or you know, they want to hop in the car, they want to call you and be like, oh, I'm sorry and shit, you know. So that shit happened, but she's trying to hop in the car, you know, but I'm just trying to hurry up and pull off. So when I hurry, but I'm worried about myself because I already have a case that I'm on probation for right now, you know what I'm saying? And it's DV shit, and I didn't even do it, you know, so I don't even get all that, but you know, I'm just like, man, I'm not trying to get that charge again, you know, because I'm gonna go to jail, period. There's no way around it. So I get in the car, I'm trying to skirt off. She hops in front of the car. The car hits her, right? A random person, I don't know where the fuck they came from, I don't know, I really don't know even when they came in the picture. They come around, they're like, oh, you killed her, you probably killed her, don't run. But mind you, the person that's saying that, or whatever, witness, whatever, they have a gun, and they let off multiple shots. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm like, I didn't want to leave her. When she got in front of the car, I felt bad. I didn't want to leave her, I love her, that's my girlfriend. So I get out the car, I'm trying to pick her up to take her in the car so I can take her to the hospital, you know? The dude's like, don't fucking touch her, don't touch her. I didn't look at him one time. All I was worried about is her, so I couldn't even tell you what the dude looked like. But all I'm saying is that I know he had a gun out because he was like, I'll fucking shoot you, and I'm really not saying nothing to him. Like, I'm just, the only thing I said to him is, bro, I didn't try to hit her. She's trying to stop me. She hopped in front of the car, you know? He goes, don't grab her, don't pull off, I'm calling the police. I'm trying to grab her just to get to the hospital, you know? I'm grabbing her. While I'm grabbing her, he lets off a good 2 shots. Boom, boom, like a warning shot. I got shot in my shoulder in December. I have the scar right here. So that's like, you know, gunshots just don't sit well with me. You know what I'm saying? So he starts shooting. It made me more of in a rush. Like, oh yeah, I'm about to get her the fuck in the car. So I grab her, pick her up, put her in the car. At this point, it's like she's like a dead body, just weight. Like, you know, a dead weight. So I throw her in the car. We're pulling off. When we pull off, we're going straight because we have to turn around to turn back out of the neighborhood, you know? So I go straight, and then he lets off a good 5 shots.
And did you pick her up and put her in the car?
I picked her up by myself and put her in the car.
Where at in the car?
It was the front seat. I'm pretty sure. To the point to where I'm sensing a rush shirt, I didn't even get to close the passenger side door because I'm trying not to get shot. You know what I'm saying? Because he feels like I'm threatening her, so I guess he do have the right in his head to kill me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to hurry up, get her in the car. I hurry up, get her in the car, try to close the door. Her feet is like this, like weird, just hella weird.
Like outside the car?
Yeah, it's like towards the door, And I try to close it, but her foot's sticking out, so it didn't close. But I'm like, and I'm not trying to get shot, so I just pull off,
Mm-hmm.
And when I pull off, he just starts shooting. I don't know if he was shooting at me. I don't know if he was shooting in the air, whatever. I never looked at him. I was just trying to hurry up and focus on me and my situation, And when we get to that situation, he keeps on saying like, oh, you killed her, I'm calling the police, and I'm like, damn, the police gonna show up. I'm big, I'm black, I have tattoos on my face, like I just look like a woman beater, I fit the profile, you know what I'm saying? So I'm already scared off tops, like damn, this is a fucked up situation for me.
The witness that fired his gun at Cordante claims that he heard a female screaming, so he went to check it out. As he gets closer, he sees Cordante assaulting his girlfriend on the side of the road. Cordante then got into his car, backed the vehicle up, turned it into the direction of his girlfriend, and hit the accelerator.
I pulled over to the church. I'm really sitting her in the car. What the fuck is wrong with you? Wake up, da-da-da. What's wrong? Wake up. If she has any bruises on her face, whatever, I'll own it to all that. Because when she was passed out, I thought she died. Like, I really thought I killed her, And that wasn't what I was trying to do. She hopped in front of the car trying to be on some just extra shit, So I get out the car, I'm like, babe, wake up. The police is coming for us. The police is coming up for us. Come on, wake up. She's really like a dead body, bro. Like, she's really sitting there not moving. Like, to the point to where I open her eyes and I'm digging in her eyes. Like, wake up. I'm slapping the shit out of her, bro. To the point to where I thought she was dead. I was keeping her and I socked her in her face. Wake up. Like, I'm scared. I don't want her to be dead. You feel me? I may not like you at the moment, but I don't want you to die,
How many times did you sock her?
I only socked her one time. But slapping her, I've probably slapped her like a good 10 times trying to wake her ass up. I'll keep it 100 with you. I was worried. I didn't want her to die, nothing. So I was slapping the shit out of her ass, just trying to wake her up. She never woke up. So I'm like, damn, she died, That's what my mind was at.
Attempting to explain all the bruising on his girlfriend's face, Cordante claims that he inflicted the bruises after hitting her with a car. This, of course, is a lie, because according to the witness, he assaulted her before hitting her with a car.
It's been 6 days since I've applied for a custom policy.
2 weeks for me.
It should be quick and easy to show up online to get my business covered.
My friends, let us find some assurance for your business insurance. Breathe in and Zensurance.
Quick and easy coverage for your small business. Zensurance. Be mindful of what you spend.
So I'm like, what's wrong? She's really not moving. I drag her out the car, and I'm like, wake up. And that's when I start smacking her and all that shit, like, wake up. Like, I didn't want her to die. I'm not trying to kill you, nothing. Like, I don't want this shit. It's her birthday. Yesterday was her birthday, So I'm like, I'm slapping her. I'm like, wake up. She don't wake up. I'm like, the police is coming. I hear the sirens, all the shit. And I'm just in my head, like, you know what? I'm about to go to jail. I know I am, because look how it looks, And then, I go, she's laying down. I'm probably trying to wake her up for a good 5 minutes. She's going down, she don't wake up, she don't even move, don't budge, bro. So, I didn't even know where my phone is, I don't even know where my other shoe is.
Oh, yeah.
So What happened, man? I hopped that fence, and then the police is passing by because they already been got calls of the gunshots and all that shit. So they're pulling by and they see me. But when they see me, I just put my hands up because I don't have no reason to run. I'm not, like, I literally did not do shit. You feel me? Like, I'm not trying to cause no problem. I'm not trying to cause no bullshit with the police. You can even ask the people that handled me. I was asking them over and over again, like, can I do this? Can I do that? You know, I'm not trying to give you a hard time because this is the last place I want to be. So I do that. They see me. They come get me. And when they come over, at this time, I'm just crying in tears because I'm just so scared. I'm like, man, I know how it looks, bro. I didn't do nothing. Like, literally, you know, I'm just crying. I'm like, I know I'm about to get charged for some shit I didn't do. At this point, I'm thinking she's dead. So I'm like, damn, they're going to charge me with murder, homicide, whatever. You know, it's just hella shit's going through my head. So I'm crying to the police. It's going on and on. They're like, it's okay, you know. All we're going to do, you're not even under arrest. We're just going to put the handcuffs on you so you can talk to a detective, And I'm just like, nah, man, this is f***ed up. Because look at what situation I'm in. I didn't even do nothing, you know.
After listening to Cordante's story, the detective has a few questions, starting with a previous domestic violence case he had been involved in.
So you mentioned something about a domestic violence before. Was that with her?
No, that was with somebody else. It was in Auburn. And, that case was the girl. The whole story was she wanted me to bring her house keys because I was at her house, but it was like her sister's house. I wasn't supposed to be there. So she's like, you know, Corante, come bring my keys. But I'm like, you know, I'm doing shit. You know, I can't just come to you right now. So then when I finally bring her the keys and I turn, she just hits her gas and like pulls up hella close to my car. And as soon as she pulled up to my car, she just started kicking my car and hitting it and all the shit. And I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? So then I socked her windshield. And then she got out the car, she grabbed my chain, ripped my chain, threw it on the ground, pushing me all in my face. And then I pushed her off of me. And then, like, just the video of me being bigger than her, it looks horrible.
Oh, it's on video.
You know, it looks horrible. So it's like, I just took the deal for what I get. The only thing I did, I was slapping her and I punched her, but I wasn't on no mad shit. I was scared. I didn't want her to, like, die. I really thought she was dead.
Right.
You know? So that's all I was doing, just trying to wake her up. The only other thing I did, I opened her eyes with my hands and I was like, "Hey, bro, are you okay?" She just did not say nothing. Like, her eye didn't even move.
Oh, man. There's so much to say about this already. The fact that he's trying to justify this right now is crazy. I'm curious about his process of thinking. Anyways, we'll continue the video. I just want to get this rough drawing of Asaya. We're almost there.
You know? I'm just like, oh, fuck no. So I really touched her eye and was like rubbing on her eye to see if she was going to wake up. She didn't. She didn't even move.
Someone mentioned that she might have had what looked like a bite mark on her face. Do you know anything about that? Like,
no.
Do you remember, like, maybe, like, biting her to see if she'd wake up?
No. I probably did, though.
Yeah?
I probably did. But, like, I was really panicking.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to lie to you. I really thought she was dead. I was panicking. I was slapping her. I was shaking the fuck out of her. I was like, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up.
At this point, Cordante still doesn't know his girlfriend is dead. He just believes she was knocked unconscious. What's notable is that throughout the interrogation, Cordante never asks if she is okay. He seems solely concerned with his own situation and any potential jail time.
And there is no better feeling than when you get to witness teamwork and hard work come together to produce those real results that improve your clients' lives. Because to us, every client matters.
Vistaprint prints everything you need to get your brand in front of your fans, like t-shirts, water bottles.
It was really when I'm dragging her to the car, it's dead weight. Like, you know, it's like it's no effort from her at all. Like, and I'm dragging her around, it's dead weight.
Could you tell that she was breathing or not?
I never even paid attention. I just wanted her to say, I'm okay, I'm okay. I was really hella scared. The fact that you did say that, I do remember. The biting shit, because when it happened, I remember I was slapping the shit out of her hella hard, and then I punched her, and then I lifted up.
Okay, this guy This guy is insane. How can you try to say slapping the crap out of someone try to make it sound like, oh my god. These people live in a different world.
Up her head, and I was like grabbing her hair, but I was shaking her head like while she was laying on her back, so her head was like kind of up like this. And I'm like, bro, wake up, wake up, wake up. And I'm like, the police is coming. I can hear the sirens just getting closer and closer. So I start kissing her on her face, start kissing her on her face. She's not waking. So I remember that. I bit her on her face. I remember that. Okay. I remember that. I mean, I'm not even gonna lie. I bit her. Hard? No, I don't know if it was hard, man. Okay. I just know I was trying to do anything I could to get her to wake up. Like, even if it was me causing her some pain and her saying, ow, fuck, that hurt. Like, if I could have broke her arm and she woke up, I would have did it all. Just because I really, at that point, I really thought she was dead. Okay.
Cordante begins wondering if his girlfriend is dead, so he asks the detective if she is still alive.
Is she dead?
So, yeah, I don't know anything about her status. Yeah. So I know that the fire department showed up, and that's literally just because of the way the things worked out. So yeah. Okay. We'll find out a condition for you.
Yeah, I just like honestly, I could look you guys in your eye. I really could say this genuinely. Mm-hmm. I did not mean to hit her. I did not want to harm her. I did not want to do anything. The only time that I caused her harm that you could say was intentional is when I was slapping her and punching her just for her to wake up. Like, I was doing anything I could. Like, I told you, I was digging in her eyes, trying to get her to wake up. I just wanted a reaction. She didn't give me no signs of being alive. None. Like, no. Oh, stop. It wasn't no, this hurts. Like, it was nothing. Like, when I'm dragging her, she's just, so, like, what's gonna happen to me?
Honestly, and you'll know, obviously, as soon as we know, so kind of the way this thing goes down or went down is whatever took place with you and your girl happens, right? Yeah. When that happens, once the officers show up, the sergeant stuff, they kind of assess the scene and decide whether we need to be called. Yeah. So, which is what ended up happening. The detectives got called. So I only know a real small part of what's going on, and pretty much it's kind of straight from you. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So once we're done here, we're gonna go and kind of find out and talk to some of the officers and the other sergeants. Yeah. And then at that point, we'll have an idea of what's going on and what's gonna happen from this point on. It's just, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of a weird situation, right? I mean,
so I'm gonna have to sit in the cell, pretty much.
The chances are strong, in all honesty. And you're not a BS kind of guy, and I don't want to BS you, right? Yeah. So, it's just what the part that's really odd, and you might be able to, and I think it's even odd to you, is it sounds like you really didn't hit her that hard with a car to really hurt her too badly.
I didn't. That's why she probably, it's like, I don't think she has no broken legs, nothing like that. She shouldn't have none of that, bro. It kills me, because I'm like, oh my God, I hate it, bro. I'm really like, I hate small spaces, and me being in this cell is killing me over something I did not do. Like, I just want to be with I need to fight or what people are trying to charge me with. They're going to try to say out.
And we're going to tell you, obviously, I don't even know at this point what's going to come of this. I really don't. And like I said, I'm not kind of I'm straight up. I tell you. Like I said, we kind of came in this just having pretty much a little basis of knowledge kind of on what was learned by the officers, but most of what we're hearing right now of this, and that's why we're having you go in so much detail, because that's important, right? That's important. So for us to know exactly what took place, how it took place, where it took place, once we find out, we're gonna let you know, obviously.
Yeah. So I'm gonna keep going. So basically, I'm just gonna finish up this stream. I'm gonna finish drawing her glasses, and I have all the rough work done. Then I'm gonna add more details and clean it up. And then by the next stream, hopefully I'm just doing the coloring of it. Yeah, if you like what you see, feel free to follow me. I'm Giovanni Hall Art. Links are in the bio. And I'm gonna keep playing this true crime documentary. Something in the background while I'm working. All right, let's keep going.
And that's why, you know, you're not in cuffs right now. We're just having kind of a conversation.
Yeah.
It's just like, so kind of the sticking point is how she, you know, getting hurt from kind of what it sounds like from basically what you're describing, kind of a low speed impact.
It really was a low, it was not a high speed impact. Like it was not, I didn't have even enough space or time to get a high speed.
And I think you'd mentioned this, but let me ask again, the distance from that tree, because apparently that's probably where she stepped out from, and the front of your car was how far before you
probably like this far. The front of my car is my knee, the tree's right there.
So like literally you had 5 or 6 feet of
it literally was
room to
not,
accelerate before
it was not that far.
All right.
The detective steps out of the room to review the case and ensure no further questions are needed. When he returns, he informs Cordante that they have video footage contradicting his story.
If you could imagine your ideal way of working, what would it look like?
You gotta love having video footage.
So like what do I gotta, like, you know, what do I have to look forward to dealing with now?
Well, let me bring this back out there, and then I'll let you know. So once we'll complete this interview, and then I'll let you know what's going to happen.
Are you guys going to keep me in custody? Like,
well, that's kind of what we're saying. Or what I was telling you a little bit earlier. We just have a small part of this.
Yeah.
Right now, it's not a small part because it's a big part. It's yours. We have to kind of talk to the other officers quick, and then a decision will be made.
Yeah.
So we can't tell you. It's not like I'm keeping something from you. We got to find out. We got to talk to them, and then obviously you'll be the first to know.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna sit there and like BS you. I more than you know. I mean, here's the thing, man. Right? It's stuff happens, and it's and this is my experience in life. Bizarre things happen. Right, and sometimes they're unfortunate, sometimes they're not. This is one of those situations where they're unfortunate, right? The circumstances of you getting into it with your girl and her getting hurt by the car and the guy with the gun. It happens.
This is too much.
So your willingness to talk about it is huge, right?
Because I need to let everybody know I'm not hiding.
Yeah, no, and I trust me, I appreciate that.
I was never on no harming, DV, none of that shit.
And like I said, we appreciate it because it does help us a lot. Because
and like this shit is really like beyond me. I'm not making no excuses for nothing, but it's just like, damn, how could you have a good ass day and me just going to sleep and waking up, it changed the whole dynamic of the day.
Yeah.
And it's like, you should have just left me and never came back.
Yeah, well, and you could sit there and coulda, shoulda, woulda all day long, right?
And I hate it. Yeah. I hate it. I swear I wish I had a little time machine. Man, because I would definitely just be like, oh, you're leaving? You came back? Leave again.
Yeah.
It'd be nice. You know? Like, man, I'm going to figure out what I got to do for this.
As soon as Detective G comes in, I mean, he'll...
There's like no way they will release me and be like...
Honestly, I don't know. I really don't know.
Like, man, I just don't want to shit no cell, man. Cause I feel like if it was something I intentionally did, whatever, I would care. But it would be easier for me to take on. But for me to like be in a situation where I ain't mean nobody no harm. Literally, I would sleep.
Yeah. No,
I would sleep. All this shit happened within 10, 20 minutes of me being awake. Like,
it's crazy, right? I mean, it's
I could have just stayed asleep.
It's crazy that stuff like that happens, but it does, like, all the time. It's just weird when you look back on things when you look back on how they played out, how they started. It's always stuff like that where you're like, what the heck, man? It's nothing. Stuff. Yeah, it's never the big stuff that lead to big issues. It's always these small shit.
Do you remember? Going over a curb at the house there?
No, I never went over a curb. That's why I would feel the bump. The only bump I ever felt was in the yard, and it wasn't even a big bump.
And you're positive you stopped in the yard, got out?
I was in the yard. I know I was in the yard. There's like this, like that. For me to be in the road and then go in the yard, it seemed like that it happened too fast for me to be all the way in the road.
Okay. Because the video shows you in the road and then going back and dragging her into the car.
I wasn't in the road. What do you mean I dragged her in the car?
Like right here. Like after, when you came and then turned, hit her, and then...
But see, that's what I'm saying. I didn't turn and hit her. I got out the car.
But you stopped in the road right here and went back and drug her to the car by the arm.
There is literally no way I could have sat here and drugged her. I don't want to see the video myself, because there's no way I could have dragged her hella far in the road. It was how all that shit happened. It was too fast. Like the dude was right next to me in his yard when he shot the 2 shots. So how could I have been in the road? Yeah, we saw him there too. Yeah, so how would I be in the road? That's what I'm saying. I'm in his yard. My feet are on grass. And this is what I remember.
Right.
You know, but you're saying that I was like dead ass, there's no way that I went past the house. I never went past the house.
Which house?
The house that she was at, that I hit her at. I never went past the house first. I was at the house when I pulled up. I was not in the road. If I was in the road, it was only a little bit. It had to be just a little bit. It was not the full car in the road. If I did stop in the road, that's when I was talking to her, like, get in the car. But when I pulled in, I never just pulled in and hit her. Like, I got out the car, I'm stepping in grass. I remember, because when I got out the car, as soon as I got out the car, I was right there dragging her. I didn't drag her hella far. Only time I dragged her far was, like, equal, you could say far, is when I was at the church.
Okay. All right. Was it at the church? Did you drag her like on concrete, or is it all? I think you mentioned grass.
I believe it was all grass, but like I'm telling you, I don't want to make no excuses. I don't want to share like I'm trying to finesse shit. I don't want to make it like I'm beating around the bush, protecting myself. Nothing. All I'm saying is, all I did and all I was focused on was making sure she's alive. I'm not paying attention really to what I'm dragging her on. I'm not paying attention to where I'm dragging her on, but what I believe is grass. Like. Only way that she could even touch concrete is probably when I first pulled her out the car, but she wouldn't be on concrete that long. That's what I'm saying. It would be right there. Because you have the picture of my car. It's in the grass when it's parked at the church.
Okay. Is there anything else you can think of that we didn't ask you?
No.
Okay.
Self-employed in Canada? Protect your small business with Zen.
Another 24 hours before Cordante would be told he killed his girlfriend and he was being charged with murder. In the end, Cordante would accept a plea deal for 17 years in prison.
Words filled with anguish and anger cut through the courtroom as Cordante Walker is handcuffed and escorted out.
Shut up! This is all out of pain! Everybody hear her! No!
The outburst sparking fury from both families, a poignant reflection of the deep pain and betrayal Lulis Kimolin's mother is feeling.
I loved you at one time. I accepted you into my family. You promised me that you can be good to my daughter. You failed me. You failed as a man, a father, and a son.
A bitter tone as Bobby recalls the trust she placed on then 23-year-old Cordante, now shattered and replaced by an overwhelming sense of loss. Lulis spent the day celebrating her 23rd birthday on August 26, 2020, the last time her family would ever see her alive. The celebration took a horrific turn as a witness reported waking up to screams and seeing the young mother lying in a bush while Cordante allegedly beat her and then ran her over.
It sucks. It hurts to know that we waited 3 years to not even get what we really were hoping for, which was an answer as to why.
The courtroom is silent with the weight of their grief palpable in the air. Everywhere they look, they have reminders of happier times. Looking forward, there is a void, longing for the past and aching for a future that will never be.
For my niece, it's hard to see because she comes up and we only got pictures. She says, I miss my mom.
Luli's family has been waiting for this day for years to face Cordante. Today, he asked to face them.
I truly, sincerely apologize. And how you guys feel is validated. You feel me? So I just apologize. And no love is lost on my side. I love all you guys, and you guys deserve this moment.
A rare moment of humility as Cordante recognizes the irreparable harm he has inflicted on both families. His mother sharing her relationship with Cordante's father, saying they lived in House of Horrors, claiming their relationship had everything to do with his development and his explosion the night of Lulis's death.
And Cordante will have to live out the rest of his days knowing that it was at his hands the woman he will forever love lost her life.
All eyes were on Judge Avril Rothrock, whose responsibility was to sentence Cordante.
He was strangely cold, callous, and unmoved immediately after he ran over Ms. Kimolan. I have determined to impose a sentence on count 2 felony murder of 17 years or 204 months.
With the sentencing behind them, both families can now begin to heal.
May the Kimolan and Walker families one day find peace and
the judge saying that this is one of the most egregious cases of domestic violence the court has ever seen. This, of course, weighing into the decision that, of course, was made today. Again, Cordante is facing 204 months in prison for felony murder of Lulis Kimolan and 5 months for unlawful possession of a firearm, which will be served concurrently. He will also be tasked with battery courses therapy, and he will not be allowed to drink as part of a 3-year community custody sentence when he is released. Back to you.
What are your thoughts on this case? Do you believe Cordante's story that it was all an accident?
It's messed up.
What about his sentence? Please share your thoughts in the comments below.
Yeah, that's messed up stuff. I know people get themselves in these situations. They never get in those situations. I think anger control is something everyone needs to learn how to deal with and should have courses on that. Don't make stupid, rash decisions for small things that have a long-lasting impact. Crazy.
Will ever truly know what happens behind the closed doors of another family. But one story unfolded so unexpectedly and with such intensity that it shocked even the most experienced detectives. In the early hours of September 22nd, 2020, a distressing call was made to emergency services. A man, breathless with fear, reported finding his wife, Maria Munoz, unconscious and unable to wake her. The paramedics arrived within minutes, but there was nothing they could do. Maria was already gone, but behind the appearance of a sudden tragedy lay a dark and complex story, far more disturbing than anyone could have guessed. Maria Munoz's story started out like a fairy tale, with every indication that it would have a happy ending. But something went wrong. She was successful in her career, became a happy wife and mother, but at some point, her husband started seeing someone else and did not want to let go of either of the women. Maria endured this for years, hoping to save her marriage for the sake of the children, but it all ended in tragedy. Maria Abril Munoz was born on August 18, 1989, in a small town called Peñuelas, located in the southern part of Puerto Rico. She was the youngest child in a simple, modest family. She did well in school and dreamed from a young age of a career in medicine, wanting to save lives and help others. After finishing school, Maria became a student at a prestigious medical university. During her studies, she met a young doctor named Joel Pello, who was completing his residency. Despite being almost 11 years older than her, they quickly developed tender feelings for each other, and soon a romantic relationship blossomed. The couple began living together, and after some time, Joel officially proposed, and Maria said yes. In 2011, the couple moved together to the United States, settling in Laredo, Texas, on the border with Mexico. They both got jobs at the same hospital, where Maria was hired as a nurse anesthetist, and Joel became a surgical assistant, helping during operations. Both continued to study to improve their qualifications, earning a decent income that allowed them to live comfortably, buy a spacious house in a nice neighborhood, and 2 cars. In 2015, the couple had their first child, a boy named Alejandro, and in 2018, Maria gave birth to a daughter, Valentina. After the children were born, the young mother decided to temporarily leave her job and fully focus on raising the little ones and running the household. Nevertheless, she planned to return to work and renew her medical license once the kids got a bit older. Maria and Joel appeared to be a happy, harmonious couple. They loved each other, raised their children together, and their financial situation allowed them to live comfortably without having to restrict themselves.
Hi, my name is Olivia Gadanius, and welcome to my channel. You are interested.
They had no problems, living their best lives. But behind the facade of an ideal family, a real drama was unfolding, one that most people close to them never suspected. The mysterious death of a young mother. In the early hours of September 22, 2020, an anxious man called emergency services, reporting that he had found his wife unconscious. He tried to revive her, but she showed no signs of life. The caller was Joel, and he urgently requested that a medical team be sent to his home as quickly as possible to try to save his beloved. Less than 10 minutes later, a patrol car and an ambulance arrived at the couple's house. The door was opened by a man dressed in blue surgical scrubs, which was already unusual. He simply shouted for the responders to follow him and rushed upstairs to the bedroom, where 31-year-old Maria lay on the floor. She wasn't breathing, and there was no detectable pulse, but her body was still warm. Joel claimed that he had performed continuous CPR and chest compressions for almost 20 minutes, but it hadn't worked. The paramedics also attempted to resuscitate her, but all their efforts were in vain. Maria was pronounced dead. When authorities asked Pello what he thought could have happened, he suggested that his wife might have taken a large dose of powerful medication, which could have been fatal. The paramedics immediately inquired if she had been dependent on any restricted substances, but Joel denied this, emphasizing that she had never dabbled in anything of that sort. However, he admitted that Maria had recently been struggling with severe depression and anxiety, and a doctor had prescribed her medication for it. Joel speculated that his wife might have accidentally taken more than the prescribed dose, leading to a tragic outcome. He quickly added that it was also possible Maria, in a state of deep distress and depression, chose to end her own life. He mentioned that she had brought up this topic in a conversation just the day before, but at the time, he hadn't taken her words seriously. The police asked Joel to show them the medication Maria had been taking. He went to the bathroom and returned with a nearly full bottle of pills. This struck the officers as odd since, in cases where someone ends their life by overdosing on medication, it's unusual for the pills to be neatly put away afterward. Yet, there were no empty bottles, blister packs, or any containers visible near the body or anywhere in the room. The bottle Joel presented was almost full, suggesting that if Maria had taken any pills, it was a very small amount. Such a dose was unlikely to be fatal, but nothing could be concluded with certainty just yet. To get answers.
Alrighty, thank you guys for watching. This was a quick little stream drawing Miss Ayase. I was just doing a quick rough work drawing. I'm going to come back and clean it up. Yeah, this is the rough work of it so far. So hopefully the next stream we're doing more full details and more in line artwork, and the hair is more completed. Things are all fixed up. Yeah, I'm Giovanni Hall Art. Thank you for watching. If you like what you see, feel free to follow me. Links are in the bio. Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, TikTok, Twitch, Patreon, for more. Bye.